Plans for a homeless shelter in Borough Park are creating controversy in the community. The voices are loud on the side of opposition. And earlier this week, they told News 12's Julia Joseph to expect hundreds of people in front of the site today. And they were right. She was there for us.
This community up in arms about plans for a homeless shelter right here in Borough Park.
The community has a certain character, neighborhoods have certain characters, and they're entitled to maintain it.
A family shelter in place of this apartment building would put their own families at risk, neighbors say.
I want to be safe. I don't want to be afraid. I don't want my grandchildren to be afraid.
Sal Musso feels the same way. His pizza shop 3 doors down from where the shelter would be.
I got to put a shelter next door to my business, and I don't think it's helpful. I don't think it's safe.
Now, for people against the shelter, many of them are telling me they really just don't want to see it by a school. But the Department of Homeless Services responds to that, saying many homeless shelters already are by schools given the density of New York City. The proposed shelter will house 82 families, providing them with opportunities for stability and services. It's the only shelter with resources of this sort in District 44, says DHS. Over 200 people strong here today, but within the sea of opposition, I found one shelter ally.
There are giant homeless encampments. I think in terms of risks to a community, risks to public safety, those are substantially worse.
Shay lives on this block and he welcomes the shelter and the people who come with it.
We're talking about a shelter for families with security. There are children in this city who are homeless right now.
The shelter is expected to open before the year's over, a DHS spokesperson telling me the goal would be before the new school year begins. In Borough Park, Julia Joseph, News 12 Brooklyn.